And lastly from me, a Swedish behavioural scientist has suggested that it may be necessary to turn to cannibalism in order to save the planet. Do you want to save the planet?
Eat yourself.
Have you tried just eating people?
Yeah.
That seems like that's going to be the right thing.
I think this will work. I think this will work. Yeah.
Appearing on Swedish television to talk about an event based around the food of the future, Magnus Söderlund said he would be holding seminars on the necessity of consuming human flesh in order to stop climate change. I mean, it's solar power,
It's a roundabout
wind
way.
power,
Yeah.
eat people. Oh, okay,
been
fair enough.
Paid off by the cannibalism super PAC.
I mean, I think this is the whole thing they're talking about like, you know, the meat, what do they call it? The meat and the dairy or farming industry is apparently responsible for a lot of climate change.
Yeah.
For whatever reason, transporting trucks, I guess, equipment and livestock being quite bad for the environment, for whatever, methane or whatever it is. So why not just eat your relatives
Yeah.
if you want?
Why not just spend a generation not rewarding people for having kids? Like, if you want them, you can have them, but we're not going to make it like
Benefits to having kids, I guess, to society, isn't it? It's just like it's just be more green.
There's enough of us.
Is there?
There's enough.
Is there?
Yeah.
Oh, if there's enough.
If there's enough.
Oh,
I'm
yeah,
not saying
fine.
we need to eat each other, but like, just slow it down for 50 years.
I don't know. Population control is always a weird one. That whole because the whole Japanese thing of like having one kid.
Yeah.
It's like,
No one
that
has to
seems
die.
weird. But they will.
I mean, like, not against their will.
They might. What? Japan threw baby children, baby children, but baby girls off of bridges and stuff.
Yeah, that's not good.
No. So you go like, well, they say that the people reproduce less, the better off the country is.
Yeah.
Like, because people breed more in terms of poverty than they do when they're not in poverty. I guess because they haven't got a job that they need to stay in. Their lifestyle is more like, let's just have kids and have more kids, and that's all you kind of focus on.
Yeah.
Whereas if you're not in poverty, then
One of them will
that
get a job.
reduces. So you go like, they just improve the environment of your country to make it a bit more palatable, I guess. But yeah, it seems like a weird step to start eating the dead. He told the host of the show that one of the biggest obstacles to the proposal will be the taboo nature of corpses. That corpse is a bit taboo. And the fact that many would see it as defiling the
I
deceased.
think he's missing the point. It's not corpses that are taboo. It's eating people.
Are you defiling the deceased if you eat them? Yeah, I think you are. I guess it depends what defiling means.
Yeah, but maybe
Disturbing them.
Yeah, if you had a form that was just like, are you willing to be fed to dogs?
You can eat me.
After you've died? I'm like, yeah, sure.
Yeah.
I don't care, man. As long as people have consented.
It feels like it's a step in a direction. Let's put it that way.
Yeah.
It feels like once you start eating your grandparents on your birthday, that just
It's tradition.
more things will happen.
Yeah.
Let's not go that direction. Let's go over here
Yeah.
instead. Let's just like increase minimum wage or whatever,
What
get
the fuck
people
ever.
to make more money. That'll be better. Söderlund also acknowledged that people are slightly conservative when it comes to eating things they're not accustomed to.
Slightly conservative towards eating a bloke.
Eating your ice cream van guy.
Yeah.
Or, just some person. And it will come in like a bag. Like a microwave meal.
Yeah.
Gregory. This was Greg.
Where,
All right.
where's
fair
Steve? Oh, he's out saving the planet. Like, cut to Steve in an alleyway eating some bloke. Like,
enough. Yeah.
I'm an eco-warrior.
Doing his part. Doesn't smell of fish.
Yeah.
Barbecuing people. Fucking seems like a weird way to go.
Yeah.
So yeah, apparently cannibalism might help. Maybe it will. But let's not go just yet.
I'd like to hear some reasoning behind that.
Yeah, I think. Well, they said it's just the farming and meat industries. Which
So
I
we
guess,
just eat people instead of eating animals.
I guess is what they're saying. Yeah, just to have it as the primary source of food. It's renewable in a way.
I guess. Yeah. Takes 80 years to mature.
Yeah, like a good jerky. And it's just like, it just seems like you fucked up
Yeah.
as a society if you have to start eating the old.
Well, I think...
or the dead, not necessarily
I'm not
old.
against finding, like, alternate sources of food. And, like...
Did you do the whole insect thing?
Yeah, well, that's the thing. There's definitely taboos against certain things. I don't think taboos against eating people is really the highest concern when you consider that people have got taboos against, like, eating insects.
Yeah. Well,
like,
there's just so much waste food.
If you could break that taboo, then there's a lot of that's a whole industry.
Well, there's so much wasted food. I mean, even like the worst, like say microwave meals. They've only got the shelf life of a certain amount of time, so they must all get just thrown away. It's like, well, just blend all the not expired yet but shelf life done foods into a milkshake and give it to the people. At least then they've got some food. Yeah, and it's just made from because what shelf life and expiry is like 2 days difference or something with a lot of stuff. And you go, oh, just there must be so much that's just thrown away by companies. Yeah. Like, if people buy it and then they don't use it, you can kind of go, well, that's kind of dumb, but it's your choice.
They enacted a thing in France where every store over a certain square footage, so like it wound up like supermarkets and stuff, any waste food has to be donated to shelters.
But even then, though, if it gets used, it might not get used.
There's more chance of it being used there than if they put it in the bin.
Yeah, but just some way of repurposing that. That's what I would do if this was a real-time strategy game. Yeah. Repurpose the expired food. Yeah. Turn it into something else. You can make beef not go off for years by salting it or whatever. Just do that with all the weird food. Like, how many people have got too many onions? Yeah. It's going to go off. Just put it in a pile.
What are you putting salt on me for?
Is there like a weird tube that you put food that's all right? Gets sent down to the processing plant and gets given to people. Turns out that processing plant is just melting the dead and just feeding it to us anyway. This used to be an apple. All right. No, it's iris. Okay, fair enough. Anyway, that's me for this week.
All right.
End on cannibalism.
Steve's collection of useless meanderings. Scum.
Beekeepers. Oh, hang on.
Oh.
Did you know this thing about bees?
Beekeepers are advised not to eat bananas due to the smell making bees aggressive because it releases the same pheromones that alert bees to attack.
There's a certain flavour of bee that is banana that drives them crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like tropical bees, like just
That's a weird thing.
Like we get short-tempered in the heat.
But there is a thing where you can smell fear and you can smell all these emotions. You can smell grief.
What?
You know. Yeah, I'm convinced there is. That's good enough.
I was like, grief.
What
did you mean beef?
You don't know it on a conscious level. But like there's so many, there's so much senses stuff that happens subconsciously. Same reason if you walk into a room, you can kind of feel that something's going on.
Right. Yeah.
That whole people say it's a sixth sense that you can tell when someone's looking at you.
Yeah.
You'd be like, no, you've just noticed them in your periphery. Yeah. And your brain's saved it and been like, just keep an eye on that. Yeah. And then you've heard things where you can hear someone walking around. It's because your unconscious mind is using all your senses to try and make a map of whatever. I think you've got the same thing with the emotions and picking up on people and like that whole thing about being attracted to somebody. That's a big nasal thing, apparently. Like you can pick up on their scent. You can tell when somebody's attracted to you when they're not attracted to you. Yeah, it doesn't necessarily have to be a conscious. I've thought this through, and I don't think I'm.
Yeah, well, even to a point of like body odor, like BO stuff, a way that you smell might be horrifically unattractive to one person. Yeah, is very attractive to someone else.
Yeah, or they might just attack you because you smell like you've had a banana recently. So it kind of makes sense, and I kind of feel like big mammal smells are bigger than bee smells, so they probably get overwhelmed by banana. Yeah, and then they just get, oh my god, we're under attack. It's a weird. It redefines. I guess bees are vegetarian, but I wouldn't expect them to communicate in fruit. No, like banana means attack, kiwi means go to sleep. Someone smells kiwi. Quick, everyone go to sleep.
Yeah. Oh, another bee fact. I haven't got it written down. Oh. But, apparently bees can be promoted. They've all got like various jobs in the hive, and then at some point, like the boss bee will come down and like give
shake someone's
give a
hand.
bee shake someone's hand.
Photo.
Yeah, give them a Rolex.
Get a big plate of meat, but we're vegetarian. That's promotion. It's
Yeah,
fine.
yeah.
I had a weird wisdom quote come to me this week.
Oh yeah.
You know that bees only ever see one summer?
Oh, and then they die.
Yeah, because they live
Right.
between 28 days and like 169 days, depending on the species or whatever. So, like, yeah, the bee only experiences one summer. So imagine you've had a really shit summer. That's all that bee
That's
knows.
your whole life. Yeah.
Just this is shit.
Yeah.
I haven't been promoted at all. Yeah, but yeah, I think 28 days is like the average of the main bee or whatever
Christ.
it is. Man, yeah, that's a quick promotion process.
Yeah,
Not
yeah,
even
yeah.
an end of month review.
Well, you get bouncers, the worker
Oh, yeah.
bees, the ones that go out and gather pollen, like explorer bees that find new lands, and then there's ones that just fill honeycombs. Their whole life is just stacking shelves.
Must be weird as well, because yeah, I guess that's the whole thing. Loads of insects, right? They just know they have a job to do and they do it.
Yeah.
So they must just go to sleep. Like no one comes and wakes them up. And
Yeah. Oh, they
gives
sleep
them a
for 8
biscuit.
hours a day, apparently.
Bees.
Yeah.
You know, that must be an eternity. Well, they must use so much energy flying.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
I guess.
I
That's
don't know.
what it
I don't
is.
think it's 8 hours continuous. Like, no, fuck off. Like,
Don't want to put honey in the box.
yeah, but it's like I can imagine like 8 hours throughout a day of 24. Like,
Yeah.
maybe they sleep in half-hour stints or something.
Yeah, just go away, sleep, come back, continue stacking shelves.
Yeah.
And then you die. Never knowing whether this summer was a good one or a bad one in comparison.
Stacking shelves all my life. Dave got a promotion. Jim got a promotion. I'm just like...
They make so little individually, but they make more than they can possibly have.
Yeah.
As in, that's why it's okay
That's how
for us to have
beekeeping
it.
works. Yeah. Yeah.
You've made too much honey.
Yeah.
I don't even think they eat it most of the time.
It's a
That's
waste.
Weight floating around in my head.
Fucking bees wasting all
They
that
must
pollen.
eat honey. They eat sugar water. Honey is basically sugar water.
Yeah, I thought... part of me is like, well, the honey's just there to feed...
Give them something to do.
To feed the larvae.
Oh, yeah, maybe.
But then it makes sense that they'd eat the honey as well.
Yeah, that they could say that it was like a reserve.
Yeah.
Yeah, because they just consume the sugar and stuff while they're out and about, I guess.
Yeah.
As well. Bees.
Just imagine like being with your mate and just reaches into his pocket and pulls out a handful of honey. Like, well, keep me going.
That'll be good. That'll work.
Yeah.
All right, mate.
And the most dangerous, like you can get all different kinds of honey. Like if you go around a shop that stocks different types, it's like, oh, this is lavender honey, this is like orange blossom honey and stuff. The most dangerous job is banana honey.
You creak it open and it's like... Well, they say it alleviates allergies.
Yeah,
If,
if you have local honey a couple of months before the summer, apparently it lessens the symptom of hay
Local
fever.
to where you're going. So if you're going to Scotland, for example, get Scottish honey from that area.
Yeah,
you're
yeah,
meant
yeah.
to be a bit more accustomed to it. I guess that's the same
It's like
as
having a vaccination.
Yeah. Apparently it might work, it might not work. No, one of those things where it says if your brain thinks it works, it'll probably work.
Yeah, placebo.
Yeah.
It's good.
It's been brought up like that.
Something to be fucking do.